Zoom Zoom. You feel it. And with extra value now at Mazda, it's time to own it. Go for Mazda CX-3 Neo from $22,490 drive away, plus a $500 Go bonus. It's time to go.
Radio Network, 94.5, 98.5 and 101.3 Mix FM.
11 degrees in Melbourne, partly cloudy, a top today 17. 9 o'clock, good morning. I'm David Armstrong. Privacy Watchdog will be asked to investigate a serious data breach of Ambulance Victoria employees. Confidential spreadsheets containing first names, surnames, dates of birth and results of drug tests have been exposed on the Ambulance Victoria intranet. The data concerns graduate paramedics from 2017 to 2018, and Ambulance Union Secretary Danny Hill has told Tony Jones it is a major organisational failure.
I don't know if you can call it anything but just sheer incompetence. It's just a massive systematic error. And I can guarantee if you had a health worker, an ambulance paramedic who exposed personal data of one of their patients, they'd be facing termination of their employment and loss of their registration.
In half an hour, Rebel Liberal MP Moira Deeming will learn her fate. Dennis O'Kane is at State Parliament.
As the 31 Liberal MPs start to file through the doors of the party room, most have made up their minds that Moira Deeming must be shown the door this time, because it's the second time the Liberals have met behind closed doors here. Ms Deeming was handed a 9-month suspension in March after a rally she attended was gate-crashed by neo-Nazis. And if she's expelled today, she'll be sitting as an independent Liberal. It's been a damaging and drawn-out saga for the opposition, especially for leader John Pesciuto. There's a feeling if he doesn't win this war with Deeming, he'll be challenged for the leadership. At State Parliament, Dennis O'Kane, 9 News.
The Police Association says the Andrews government needs to match Queensland's offering for its members as they try to poach officers from other states to boost their own numbers. The Queensland Police Service is offering up to $20,000 bonuses to lure interstate officers to increase the size of their force, and they'll potentially wipe $20,000 from their HEX debt. For its members, it's also eliminating application costs and accommodation costs during training. Secretary Wayne Gatt says Victoria desperately needs to offer more incentives.
We've got about 800 vacancies, but on top of that, we've got about 700 police officers away from work with work-related injuries. That's a devastating hole in our front line. We need to grow the offering in Victoria to make sure we keep pace with other states. At this point in time, we are going backwards. Their eye is coming off the ball, and they need to reinvest the money they are deriving from the savings in these vacancies.
The man believed to be the driver of the BMW involved in a fatal shooting at Taylor's Hill on the weekend has been charged. The 21-year-old was arrested at Mulgrave and has been charged with a string of offences, including conduct endangering life and driving in a dangerous manner. He will face court today. Detectives have spoken to a fourth man who they believe shot the victim. The 42-year-old's been released pending further inquiries. Middle-income earners will be around $172 worse off when Stage 3 tax cuts come into effect. Those changes will kick in next year. Independent analysis conducted for The Age reveals bracket creep will eat into millions of people's pay packets. Elon Musk has hired a new chief executive at Twitter. The billionaire says his replacement will start in 6 weeks, although he did not name her. Musk will become executive chair and chief technology officer.
Sport for Horsham Bearings, Darlot Street, the district's largest range of industrial supplies.
Collingwood veteran Scott Pendlebury insists AFL players are not paid enough. The average player receives about $400,000 per season. 12 players are earning more than $1 million. Pendlebury telling the Ball Magnets podcast he'd change the wages structure if he was in charge of the league.
I still think the players in our game and the coaching staff and that are heavily underpaid. And everyone will go, oh, you get paid so much as players. It's like, I think the executive team in the AFL are the highest paid people in the game, which is fine. But there's no other league in the world where the exec team's paid more than the players.
Melbourne has successfully argued an error in law was made when Jacob Van Rooyen received a 2-game ban for striking. The Demons forward has been cleared to play against the Hawks at the MCG on Saturday afternoon. 9:05, and that's the latest news and sport.
Step into prep. Learn more about enrolling your young one into their first year of school thanks to information sessions from Horsham Primary and Horsham Western Haven Primary School. Take a tour of school facilities, discover more details about starting school and timelines for enrolment. There's a range of sessions to suit your schedule. Find out the dates and times from the latest edition of the Weekly Advertiser or visiting Horsham Primary or Horsham West and Haven Primary School websites.
Mix FM local news for Drift 83.
Scott, Norco and Merida bikes available in stock.
Think bikes and accessories. Think Drift 83.
Good morning, it's Emma Clarke with your local news headlines. Police are investigating the circumstances surrounding a burglary in Ararat on the 17th of last month. It's believed two offenders attended a Hyde Street business between 2:30 and 2:50am, stealing up to 10 ice creams and then attempting to open the cash register and causing significant damage. Photos of the two men, who may be able to assist police with their investigations, are on the local iWatch Facebook pages. And today's International Nurses Day, with several activities happening at our local healthcare services to mark the day. Residents are urged to use today to thank a nurse, with many going above and beyond for community members. Partly cloudy, slight chance of showers with light winds today. Partly cloudy tomorrow, light winds 19. Sunday, sunny, light winds and 20. And Monday, mostly sunny, light winds and 21. 17 for Horsham today, Stall 16, Ararat a top of 15.
The Quarter Pounder, a classic for a reason. Available after 10:30am.
It's currently 6 degrees.